Welcome to Alchemy with Bronwyn, a podcast dedicated to helping you live an inspired, heart-centered life by cultivating energetic mastery. We delve deep into how to organize our life force around what matters most. I'm your host, Bronwyn Ayla, board-certified acupuncturist, mama, dancer, diviner, and practitioner on the path of illumination. Today is the beginning of autumn, and I've an autumn meditation for us to help drop into the seasonal chi and calibrate with what's happening energetically right now. And before we dive into that, I'd love to ask for your support for this podcast. Some of you know that I've been podcasting for a while, but just getting going with this particular platform. And I'd love it if you could follow, like, subscribe in whichever major platform you're listening to. It would help this reach more people and bring in more energy for me to keep doing this. That would be great. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to the podcast, please do so at the link in the comments in the show notes. To become a sponsor is super helpful. These podcasts take quite a bit of energy to produce, and I'd love to get your support in that way. There's also an upcoming training beginning in Reiki that there are a few spots left. If you'd like to apply, please send an email to info@bronwynayla.com. All right. I recommend getting started by sitting somewhere comfortably, preferably somewhere where you can close your eyes and take a moment to tune into your body so you can fully absorb the transmission of autumn coming from the yin. We are sitting at the beginning of autumn, that time right between summer solstice and autumn equinox. Yin is growing. And yang has the opportunity to begin to yield, to begin to soften, which is not exactly yang's nature. If the yang was born at winter solstice and the yin is born at summer solstice, yin is now about a five-year-old girl, young and bright and innocent and alive and soft, and in need of tending and care and cocooning. So because yang's nature is not yielding, it takes some focus to begin to allow the yang inside of us to recede, to let go, and to notice the younger yin and all of the qualities of childlike brightness, yin brightness. So what is the technology that we can use to help yang to let go of the ambition and the doing and the going and the drive? All of the energy that we've put into flourishing this summer. We're transforming that now into deciding what we want to bring in, to store for the winter months, and what we want to let go for the year, which are the rotting fruits or the pieces that didn't make it this year. We're just letting rest. With all of the fullness of the summer, it can be difficult to notice the darkening nights, the longer nights and the shorter days. So it takes some opening into listening, a transformational path from frenetic, busy, heat, doing, is by opening our pores and listening. Centering ourselves and listening some more. Noticing the thoughts and listening some more to the earth quietly calling us to pay attention to the shift in the vibration right now. As a collective, we have the capacity to ceremonially turn to the yin and amplify this process by our capacity to do this in union, in unison, in synarchy. Inviting us all to take a breath. Harmonizing our energy together. And then noticing what parts of ourselves are ready to be released, or what parts masquerading as if they're parts of ourselves are ready to be released. Perhaps there's a frenetic quality in the front of the cranium that can be gently coaxed towards the back of the skull, where a gentle widening can happen to enhance our capacity for listening. Perhaps there's some energy in the inner ear that can be deflated and drained down towards the heart. Just allowing it to gently turn downward. And once it makes it to the heart, inviting that energy to move all the way down to the kidneys, so that heat can nourish the young to make it through the long winter, storing it up in the Mingmen. Noticing any tension in the body that feels like the remnants of ambition. Just seeing how that could be surrendered to gravity. Perhaps there's some frequencies of trying in the belly that can be invited to soften. Dropping even deeper into that listening space. What else is ready to be released to prepare for a quiet, serene winter? Perhaps there's some thoughts, thought patterns. Perhaps there's some things on the to-do list that are just going to be let down and released to the ethers from whence they came. And as this energy in the head, or the heat, frenetic quality, and the busyness keeps draining down towards the kidneys, just what else wants to come down with it? What frequencies are in the upper body that are ready to be drained down towards the earth? We'll bring our attention here to the Earth Star chakra, this chakra about a foot below our feet. We're looking down on it. It's turning counterclockwise. This Earth Star chakra is creating a whirlpool effect of bringing down anything else that's ready to be let go into the earth. These energies are not harmful to the earth. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling more, releasing more, quietening. Feeling the super collective of our unified consciousness that's helping each other to soften here. So that we can remember what it's all for, all of the flourishing and going and doing of summer. To amplify our capacity to be in our hearts, invoking that undefended heart prayer. That's at the center of all of the things that seemed so important. Feel into the heart now. Soft, beating. Emperor, Empress. The body. noble-heartedness, this capacity to bravely be undefended. All of the security that's needed is in trusting the divine, intelligent, creative force of the universe to organize for us what we need most. And take a breath into the heart. Let's take a moment to set a quiet, soft intention for the autumn, 3 months of autumn, a time of harvesting, collecting, sorting, releasing. How can that process be done in a way that feels buoyant, joyful, and precise? Moving into the metal element, the lungs, the large intestine. What wants to be released? What wants to stay within our boundaries? What wants to be said no to? What do we want to draw closer? Feel this not only on a mental level with the thoughts of those things with the intention, but also on a frequency level. The body's capacity to sort through the things we want to keep in our field, and the people and the stories and those which we're ready to let go of. Through the technology of the large intestine or the Earth Star chakra, just releasing. So as the lungs and the metal element seeks to draw these more clear boundaries for the autumn time, the heart is still the governing. The heart is still the emperor or the empress. The fire element still has the capacity to melt too much harshness from the lungs, too much dryness. Just allowing the lungs to bow to the heart. These drawing of the boundaries for autumn will be at the heart's calling, the heart's following out the wishes of the heart. Feel yourself standing full and or sitting full and tall, but with this quality in the spine of quietness, empathy, and clarity and precision. If we were to make a collective intention or prayer, perhaps to ask for massive divine assistance in sorting through our lives, to release that which is no longer in service at this time, to prepare for a quiet winter. To do this with grace and love and ease. To remember what is most important from the heart. To ask for any messages to come in through these 3 months to remind us to listen more, pay attention more, soften more. And to keep the mind clear. Calm. Soft. To bring all the blessings for this autumn and the abundant time that this brings, that can nourish us on a deep level, and to nourish all beings. Aho, Atakoyasi. Thank you for tuning in to this Autumn Begins attunement. Having a collective transferring of our consciousness into autumn mode is incredibly helpful. And I'd like to especially thank Karma Muffet for the Golden Bowls audio that was used throughout this Autumn Begins attunement. Please remember to support this podcast in any way that you can, with either hitting the subscribe or like, follow button, or financially by making a donation at the link in the show notes. Many blessings on the beginning of your autumn.